This is Jonathan Aguilar here for Pro Boxing Fans. It's fight week here in Cardiff. Claressa Shields returns defending her world titles. I'm with her coach, Gerald Tucker. Gerald, how are you finding Wales?
I'm doing good, man. Doing real good, man. I'm enjoying it so far, man. It's a little cold out here, being that I live in Miami and we deal with 70, 80, which is like 25 for you guys. So it's an adjustment made, but it's been cool so far.
Obviously, long history in boxing. Just for those that don't know who you are, just take it away.
Tell us a bit former fighter. I retired undefeated. I had a short-lived pro career. I retired after a death in the family. I think I was age 22, and now I'm a trainer. I train the likes of Floyd Mayweather, Clarissa. I'm an assistant trainer to Clarissa under David Jackson. I train Tyron Woodley, Adrian Broner, and I have a new major announcement coming next month about another fighter I'm pleased and privileged to be able to work with.
Brilliant. Well, Clarissa, as I said, is back in action against Emma Kozin. When did the link up with yourself come about? Obviously, David Jackson's a coach as well.
It happened about 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago. We started working our first days in this camp. The fight was postponed due to an injury to Williams, I believe, and but about 2.5 months ago, I started working. I joined the GWOT team.
And how have you found working with Clarissa compared to anyone you've ever worked with before?
I think the elites, man. The elites are all just about the same, man. They work hard. They sacrifice things needed to sacrifice in order to become the best. They're always willing to put in the extra effort it takes to, rise to the top. They separate themselves with their hard work and their willingness to sacrifice. That's what I've noticed about Clarissa.
And what's impressed you the most in this camp, preparing for Emma Kozin on Saturday night?
She's a great listener. She whatever John tells her to do, she does it instantly and without any complaints or flack. Should Clarissa win and Savannah Marshall win, we're potentially looking at a major fight between those two. What do you think of that fight? I think it's huge for women boxing and boxing in general. It's just a clash that needs to happen, and I'm pretty sure the sport will be looking forward to it if, like you say, if both fighters win.
Whilst I have you here, I will ask about Floyd Mayweather. The whole world's getting excited again, seeing him training, and we think potentially it could be an exhibition. What can you tell us at all?
Floyd's getting ready to get back in the ring in an exhibition in Dubai on the helipad, top of a 700-foot helipad, and in Dubai, and there's going to be very few spectators as far as live ringside, because there's not much room up there on the helipad. But the world will be watching. Millions around the world will be watching, and I think everybody should tune in, because I think there's a huge announcement to be made. I'm just thinking. I'm not saying. I'm just thinking.
Can I just ask a bit about your relationship together? We spoke off camera. You go back a long way with Floyd. Just tell us a bit about that.
Well, me and Floyd, it was a weird meeting him the first time. I went to a regional tournament in Peoria, Illinois, which is right outside of Chicago, and I went up there to cheer some folks on that I knew from my hometown. And I was watching the fight. I was sitting ringside, and I seen Floyd fight. It was my very first time seeing him fight. I never heard of him, and I was I was impressed, really impressed. And I didn't know the whole time that I was sitting next to his girlfriend, and he came and sat down beside his girlfriend in between me and her, and he introduced himself, and I introduced myself, and shortly after that, I made my way up the ranks, and we were on a semi-Olympic team in '96. I was an alternate, and he was an Olympian, and that's where we got real cool at there. And in 2000 is where I became his protege, as he called me at home and asked me if I wanted to turn pro with him and move to Vegas and live with him.
And we see him always training, staying in shape. What can you tell us about his mentality? Even at 44 years old, I saw him sparring the other day.
Yes, he's big on health and being fit and looking a certain way. he's been that way since he was, I say 17. When we were in Olympic camp, he'd be the first one up, tying his shoes, ready to go out the door at 6 o'clock in the morning to run, while all his other fighters, or most of us, majority of us, we were wanting to stay in bed and, complain and cry, say we didn't want to run, and he was already ready getting his shoes tied. So he's always been that way. I just talked to him last night, and he was at 450 sit-ups for the day already, and 470 push-ups already. So he's just that type of person. He's going to stay on top of his body and his mind.
And I saw an interview that John Ingram did, up-and-coming prospect. You took the photo of him and Floyd together in the gym, and he was saying that Floyd is still sharp, still quick, and still has it. What's been, do you think, the key to Floyd staying in shape and staying as quick as he has been?
He's I like to think of myself being the same way. When I get in there, I can beat up on younger guys. Still, I think most of it is mental and spiritual, and a little bit of it is physical. You have to be in some kind of shape to do what Floyd does, but he's just so far ahead of the other fighters in the sport, man. It is he can jump in there. That was his first time sparring, and since let's say June, and you couldn't tell. He can beat anybody, man. He still can beat anybody. Put him in the ring with whoever, name him, he'll still beat him.
And is he training a lot now?
Yeah. We're training consistently, on a daily basis. Take about a day or two off a week, but I'm trying to get him up to 6 days, even though he's 44. Yeah.
Just want to talk about Adrian Broner. Obviously, we're anticipating his return at some point.
Yeah, me too. I'm anticipating as well. Yeah.
What can we expect from Adrian this year? Obviously, from a UK perspective, people talking about a Conor Benn fight. What do you think?
Right, Adrian's already gearing up to get ready to start a camp. He's started sacrificing some of the things he needs to get his body in shape and ready to be prepared, to start camp. Because sometimes you have to, when you take long breaks of inactivity, you have to, be in some kind of condition to begin camp. So he's taking those necessary steps, and I'm pretty sure we'll see him at least twice this year, at least twice.
Do you think Conor Benn's possible?
I don't do names. I just get him mentally prepared, spiritually prepared, and physically prepared for the fights. Whoever his management and promoter picks is on them, but I don't think about names at all.
And just finally, obviously, Tyron Woodley. Can we expect him back in the ring after the Jake Paul loss?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's in great spirits. Just talked to him a couple minutes ago before this open workout, and he's trying to make the fight come out and support his teammate Clarissa, and I think we'll see him over here soon. He'll be fighting over here soon, so look forward to seeing Tyron over here. But he'll fight, I want to say 2 or 3 more times, maybe three at the most this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Gerald, just before I let you go, just let us know how to follow you on your social media.
My social media, only on Instagram right now, and it's at GT_the, which is THE, and another _great. And I think there's another underscore. They kicked me out, man, so I had to come up with this crazy name. But at GT_the_great_.
Don't miss it. Claressa Shields back in action, defending her world titles on Saturday night here in Cardiff. Gerald, appreciate your time.
Thanks.